Hey everyone, let's talk about some theories. Psychological theories are fact-based ideas that describe a phenomenon of human behavior. Researchers and theorists are people too. They all have different ideas and they all look at things through different lenses. So we've talked about Sigmund Freud. We're not going to talk about the theorists so much as the theory. So let's get into psychoanalytic theory. It sees mental illness is due to subconscious forces within the human mind. It's founded on subconscious actions and the dynamic interplay between the id, the ego, and the superego. So the focus in psychoanalysis, based on psychoanalytic theory, is to identify and release unconscious, repressed feelings, thoughts, memories, and desires that are negatively impacting your life. Interpersonal relationship theories, not to be confused with the nursing theory that's very similar, is a psychiatry based theory that lends itself to a couple of propositions. So, personality development. Personality is shaped through interactions with others from childhood, especially early friendships. Psychiatric symptoms, anxiety, and other psychiatric symptoms arise from conflicts between individuals and their environment. And when it comes to mental disorder, inadequate communication, which can be interfered with by anxiety, can cause and perpetuate mental disorder. This theory originated with Harry Stack Sullivan, an American psychiatrist. So it's pretty easy to see what therapies, treatments, and strategies come from the cognitive behavioral theories. Cognitive behavioral theories are based in the thought that the way individuals perceive a situation is more closely connected to their reaction than the situation itself. So individuals' perceptions are often distorted and unhelpful, particularly when they are in distress. Humanistic theories in psychiatry are based on the idea that humans have free will and the ability to make choices based on their own values. This theory is different from other theories in psychology and psychiatry because it focuses on strengths of people instead of their weaknesses. So there are a lot of different social theories that you'll hear thrown around, passed around in different classes and in the clinical area. The social model in psychiatry began with the argument that disability was a status imposed on people with various forms of impairment, and therefore that disability was a political or socio-economical issue and not a health issue. So that was the basis. But what it comes down to in more modern terms, modern times, is that the certain social factors like housing, financial status, social network, business relationships, and romantic relationships are necessary for good mental health. So according to this social theory, suffering due to mental problems occur when anything is lacking in those areas. So then therapy focuses on finding solutions for those missing pieces that impact an individual's life. So, under social theories is the family dynamics theory. Family dynamics theory or theories focus on social interactions and interpersonal relationships within a family. The family is regarded as an open system in these theories, and it's accepted that behavior of an individual family member affects the entire system. So that's one of them. Another one is the balance theory. This is especially beneficial for mental health services provided in rural regions where resources are limited. According to this theory, case managers can help with the interactions of patients and their family members in the health system and work collaboratively through determining communication barriers in this process. For example, a patient might miss his or her appointment due to a transportation problem. In this instance, the case manager can help the patient explain their problems with the system to get a new appointment. Now, role theories. They highlight the importance of social interaction, so psychiatric nurses can use the concept of roles to understand the role the patient plays in his or her family, society, or within group interactions. It's not possible for an evaluation to be adequately completed while ignoring an individual's role in their family and within society. And finally, there's sociocultural theories. These approach These approaches are used for individuals or family evaluation. Initiatives are based on the importance and meaning of family and cultural norms. It's impossible to interact with a family without taking the family's cultural values into consideration. When providing care in an inpatient clinic, for example, nurses are responsible for arranging the social environment as well as ensuring the safety of both the patient and others. Numerous group initiatives are based on sociocultural theories. So the biological perspective is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It says that mental illness is the result of physiological and chemical alterations in the brain, so biological factors. It says that personality is influenced by these biological factors, such as genetics, biochemistry, and that certain personality traits are influenced by these factors. It's also said that temperament is innate or inborn, and this trait is readily apparent shortly after birth. And of course, the best theories of all, nursing theories. So keep in mind that psychiatric theories obviously are not the same thing as nursing theories, but it's important for us to take a look at the nursing theories that fit very nicely into and align with psychological and psychiatric theories. So first is Peplau. And I gotta tell you, I actually looked up how to pronounce that so that I wouldn't get it wrong. So anyway, Peplau's theory is defined as an interpersonal therapeutic process that takes place when professionals, specifically educated to be nurses, engage in therapeutic relationships with people who are in need of health services. She theorized that the nurse-patient relationship must pass through the three phases to be successful: orientation, working, and termination. Then if we look at Parse, so Rosemarie Rizzo Parse, she came up with the human becoming theory of nursing. This guides nurses to focus on the quality of life from each person's own perspective as the goal of nurses. So it's really an alternative to a lot of other theories in nursing, because other theories in nursing look at biomedical or biopsychosocial spiritual approaches. And in this case, the focus is on the quality of life from the person's perspective. Then there is Dorothea Oram. Dorothea Orum's self-care deficit nursing theory focuses on each individual's ability to perform self-care, which is defined as the practice of activities that individuals initiate and perform on their own behalf in maintaining life, health, and well-being. Oram defined three nursing systems, including wholly compensatory, partially compensatory, and supportive educative systems. The nurse's role in the supportive educational system are taken when the patient is ready to learn something, but they cannot do it without the nurse's help and guidance. Last but certainly not least, we have Sister Callista Roy's adaptation model of nursing. This is a holistic nursing theory that views people as adaptive systems that try to maintain balance with their internal and external environments. She developed this model around 1976 and focuses on the idea that change is central to the human existence. It assumes that people function and adapt as a whole, and a nurse's role is to promote adaptation to improve health, quality of life, and dignity in dying. Well, that concludes our mini lecture on theories. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as these guys here dancing around on the last page. I know I certainly did. I hope everybody has a great rest of their morning, afternoon, night, whatever time of day it is. And thanks so much.